Hey everybody, I'm Art Faiz. Today I want to share my 2026 Monster Taming wishlist. Now, this is not per se like the best looking game or whatever the top game that is upcoming in the Monster Taming genre, but more likely my preference or what I'm genuinely excited about. And this serves as a nod to my old shorts that I did in 2025. Like, I think it was titled 2025 wishlist, upcoming Monster Taming wishlist. I need to look it up again, but I will put an overlay on the screen for the video, show you guys that short. Okay, now, I don't want to delay you guys much more, so let's get on to it. So, first up on our list is Cura Makaism, which was just released like a few weeks ago, and it was released on the 29th January 2026. Although it was just released in Asia with Japanese, Chinese, and Koreans, I think, without a release date for the western part of the world. So, on the game itself, it said the English subtitles are scheduled to be implemented in a future patch, which isn't announced yet, as of now. As of I'm making this video at least. But a little bit about the game. So it's an action RPG game where you could tame familiars that uses the same monster from the Disgaea series, as it is a spin-off games of Disgaea. So the second game on this segment of the list is Monster Hunter Stories 3, which is slated to be released on 13 March 2026. And it is my most anticipated game of the year. You can't contain the excitement that I have for Monster Hunter Stories. It holds dear in my heart. Before this, Monster Hunter Stories 1 was my favorite game. And then when 2 came along, I got hooked up on it, man. And I've been playing the demo, it was so great. So I'm like, when is it gonna release? Okay, you're not here for my ranting on my favorite games, but yeah, it is exciting. If you can see, the visual are much more better than Monster Hunter Stories 2. The storytelling is looking great with a lot of new monsters. That's the part that I'm most excited about, monsters. Well, another thing is, I'm actually putting a lot of copium into hoping that invasive monsters are also attainable as monsters, because I'm genuinely excited if I could get invasive monster as monster, because in Stories 2 they introduced Deviant, and that was the greatest part of the game. The Deviant looks so awesome, and I get that vibe coming off from invasive monsters. So, and plus, another thing you need to know is that in the demo, you don't beat the invasive monster. Instead, you make them retreat to a den so you can get endangered species aid. So, I'm putting a lot of copium on that. We're getting a lot of hope on that. Okay, let's move along, because I'll be here ranting all day about my favorite game series. Now, the third game on the list of this segment is actually Pokopia. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not that excited for the game. I'm just, I've never been excited for those type of games like Minecraft or Animal Crossing. I did try to play Animal Crossing for a bit, and then I'm like, yeah, this is not my type of games. Even though it's a Pokemon type, it is still a Pokemon game. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be fully immersed, but I'm just putting it on the list because I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna play it due to many new variants of the existing Pokemon, like Pikachu, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, or Smeagol, or Moslax, or Professor Tangrowth. I'm just excited to see new variants of existing monsters, or in this case, variants of Pokemon. You get what I'm genuinely excited because of that. And that only. I mean, one of the reason why I'm so hyped in 2016 or is it 2017 when Pokemon Sun and Moon released was because regional variant. And that was a cool thing. I'm like a dark type Rattata, a dark type Raticate, or an ice Sandshrew, or an ice type Sandslash. That was cool. So yeah, that thing got me excited. So just like in the previous topic we talked about, the monsters. That's what got me most excited about it. I mean, if it's just Minecraft plus Pokemon and the same old Pokemon, I'm not gonna touch upon it. Trust me. I tried Moonstone Island. It's a Monster Jam game and I can't get into it. Alright, now we're back at the segment where there is my VTube model face in front of your video. Now, you might be asking yourself, why? Is this like a sponsor segment? Not really. I'm just promoting my friends. My dearest friend. Now, the YouTube thumbnail that got you clicking on the video in the first place is created by her. And she is Elisa William. I'm gonna leave her Discord in the description below. And do check her out if you have any troubles with thumbnails or you're trying to do a VTube model so that you could go on streamings or make a YouTube video like I did. You can go and consult with her. Yeah, she is very talented, have a very deep experience in those kind of works, and she is profusely kind. Just give it a go, and you see what I mean. Now, let's get back to it. Now, we're back into a new segment, and this is the segment where there is no concrete release date slated for any of these games, except for Digimon Storytime Stranger. Now, Digimon Storytime Stranger is an old game that was released last year on the PS5. Although it's just a re-release, I'm still gonna put it in the video anyway, because why not? And I'm excited to buy it again for both Switch and Switch 2. Alright, now let's get on to the next game. The actual next game. Now, the actual next game is actually Voidling Unbound. It's an action monster taming game. It has more than 200 species in it, and the monster looks cool. It doesn't look like a fantasy monster or animalistic monster. It looks more alienated. So it has more characteristic of aliens, as because it is a space exploration game where you need to link up your brain to your monsters and control it to battle spores to clean it. There's two types of living being on that planet, and in the bacteria type spores which are eating away at the planet, and the animalistic monsters that you're gonna tame, which is Voidlings. Now, it is slated for Q1 2026, but it hasn't had a release date yet, so that's why it is in this segment. Now, this is an indie game that I'm mostly excited for, Lumen Memories of Trade. Because, one thing for sure, it looks stunning for a HD 2D games. What if Pokemon never left 2D and make it HD instead of going 3D HD? Well, we can all ponder upon the possibility of it, but since we got Lumen, that's what we're gonna do. Now, it looks visually stunning as I said before, and it has a clean track record because it was made by the same people who made Pokemon Xenoverse. And I knew a lot of people who are praising the Pokemon fan game Pokemon Xenoverse. So I'm genuinely excited for it, and I played the demo before, like 2 years ago, and it was great, and I was genuinely excited for it in 2025, and then I heard it got delayed, and I was like, oh wow, nice to hear that. Now, next up on the list after Lumen is Coromon Rogue Planet. Now, this one is better because we already have Coromon, which is a great game. Coromon Rogue Planet, turn it upside down instead of turn-based RPG. It is now a roguelike monster taming games. And from me playing 8 remains here, I'd say I'm gonna give it a go and it looks great. I love Coromon, I love roguelike. I mean, not normal roguelike. I love 8 remains here, so I'm going to say I love roguelike monster taming games. So I'm going to give that a try too. The next one is the third last one on the list, which is Discre World. Now, I'm not too keen on the original Discre because it has Game Boy Color aesthetic, and I didn't grow up with that kind of aesthetic, so I didn't get nostalgia attached to it. Instead of the new one that they're trying to remake the original one with a Game Boy aesthetic, so it's like an upgrade. Just count it as Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, which is an upgrade to Pokemon Red and Blue. So kinda like that. And instead of just Game Boy Color graphics, it's now in Game Boy Advance graphic, which got a nostalgia attached to me. And hey, that's my personal. If you want to go ahead and play Discre, you could go ahead and do it. But I generally can't because the graphic doesn't rhyme with me. Now the next one, which is the second last on the list, is Discre World. Now, not a lot of attention is given to this game, maybe because the company isn't big or the game isn't big enough for people to see, but it's giving me Yokai Watch 5. So that's the whole reason of me wanting to go ahead and put it on this list and gonna try it out. Because it's giving me Yokai Watch 5. Now I adore the Yokai Watch series. I played Yokai Watch 1, Yokai Watch 2, 3, Buster 2, 4, and Y. And I was still saddened to this day that the series maybe will continue, maybe not, because they announced a successor, which is Holy Horror Mansion. I'm excited for that game too, but it is not slated for 2026, so it doesn't make it to this list. Although, yeah, I'm still excited for that game too. Now, the last one, the last game that we're gonna talk about today is Persona 4 Revival. And it is a remake of Persona 4/Persona 4 Golden. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Persona 4 Golden was just released on the Switch and PS4. Although I have to say, I did bought it again. I never touched upon it because I already played it. I might when I get bored, I might not, but Persona 4 Revival got me excited because Atlus has a clean track record of making games. I mean, look at Devil Survivor 2, great record. It's a great remake. Or just look at a new one, Persona 3 Reload. Can you say nobody buys that game? No, because it's a great game nevertheless, even if it's just a remake. Now reach the end of the video, and as per usual, I'm gonna put this in as the ending of the video. So, because of all the games that I have mentioned before, the one that either have a date slated for it or doesn't yet, anyway, 2026 is still shaping to be a great monster taming year for monster taming fans, releasing a lot of monster taming games, from collecting creatures, building teams, exploring new worlds. So there's a lot of things to look forward to in monster taming games. Even the genre itself, from action, RPG, or roguelike, whichever suits your taste. Now, if you wouldn't mind, let me know in the comments which game you're most excited for, and as always, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Ciao!